Okay, I'm going to go for it. Hi. I hope you're surviving staying at home safe time. Okay, I'm fine at the moment. While the sun keeps on shining in Melbourne, I'll be great. I'm Rachel Palmieri, and my blog post is called Stamping Pals, and I'm in South Morang, Victoria. You can still buy supplies from Stampin Up at the moment. I have an online shop which you can find by searching either my name, Rachel Palmieri, or Stamping Pals. So you can get craft supplies to while away your time. Last week I recorded a video and we made this little project. And I hadn't finished it off because I hadn't put the happy on it at that stage. So I thought I'd just show you it completed. Now, I'm going to use the same stamp set today, but I need a baby card. And the only sentiment I haven't used out of this set is Welcome to the World, little one. I've even used all of these tiny ones on backgrounds and things like that. And I've chosen the rabbit because I actually think the rabbit's my favourite. Now, I was particularly nervous that I wouldn't be able to accomplish that part of the project, and I've already pre-done that, but I'll share something else with you later. I'm going to make some cards that I made for a craft by post class because I had 7 ladies coming to classes last week, and of course I had to call a halt because of regulations. I decided to put together a class for them, making 3 cards, and the only stamping on it is the sentiment. So most people have some sort of stamp in their stash and some black ink perhaps, and apart from that, well, you need glue, and that's my favourite. And if you happen to have dimensionals to raise your image up a bit, they come in handy as well. So everything was supplied, the envelopes, the cut card. I scored one of the cards for you so that you can follow the instructions easier. And apart from that, you were good to go. These are die cut from the DSP, the Designer Series paper. So we're allowed to send you those. We can send die cuts of images, but we can't stamp for you. So there were 3 cards with that, and those are the colours that I chose because they echoed the paper. And then I made another version which is just a plain one, so that if you were sick of doing the fancy folds, now you could do this with any of them, you would only have a little bit of DSP left over after you finish that project in that case. So you'll find that suite on page 32, 33 and 34 of the mini catalogue. Alright, so we're going to cut for the card, and it's very easy. I'll bring my paper trimmer in, and I'm cutting at 10.5 centimetres. Just like that. And I'll open up the arm to do the longer cut. And that's at 28 centimetres. Now I can score it. And the first measurement is 14. I've got to make sure that I move the dark blade which cuts out of the way and use the light scoring blade, and then I turn it completely around, and I'm going to measure 5.5 centimetres from that end. Alright, so with a bone folder I'll just make sure those creases are good. I see that my card's slightly marked, but that's not going to be a problem because the DSP goes over the top of it. Okay. Oh, I put the slicer away, but I forgot that I hadn't done my papers. So they're all cut to 10 centimetres. Now, this is a retired paper, unfortunately. I'm making this card for a friend who won't have any idea what's current or what's not, because it's a male friend. So that's the piece for here. And I cut that one at 5 centimetres by 10. This one goes in behind, and that's 8.5 centimetres by 10. Now I had these in my, I cut all my papers up into card front sizes when I get new DSP. Sometimes I'm a wee bit slow in getting to use them, which I'm quite glad of today. Now, I think I can safely put the trimmer away now. Oh, I should have maybe chosen that side, but anyway, I've gone with this one. So I put a little bit of Tombow. No, I wouldn't normally put such a large border when for a card insert, because this is the piece that you're going to write on. But I sort of preferred it to come so that when it's in and closed, that's what you see. I think normally, in fact I will stop, I'd normally say to put the narrow one on the front cover so that you can then check where all the others go and do your adjusting to accommodate it. I've managed to get glue on myself, on my fingers, which isn't ideal. So I'm a bit sticky. I have to use the bits of my fingers that haven't got glue on to do this. You see how easy this is? It really, really is. Ooh. You know what? That is a touch too long. I think 8 centimetres would have been sufficient. I don't know whether I've folded it differently or what. Now, when it came time to do the label, on my other ones I used that big label. Oh, I've forgotten what they are now. But for this one I wanted the oval, and it's the largest oval that there is. And when you get the bunny out and you put him on, he sticks out a little bit. And I thought, oh well, I'll stamp him and I'll fussy cut him and I'll glue it on. And then I saw something shared by Paula Dobson, a Stampin' Up demonstrator in New Zealand yesterday. And she did a partial die cut. Now, I've known how to do them in the past, I just haven't done them. So I can tell you that I've successfully done one if this one doesn't work out. But I'm going to have a go at doing this on camera. I have lovely, lovely worn out plates here. They still work. So I've got this set up how I think it needs to go. You'll see that I've stamped the little greeting and the bunny. And where I have the washi tape on this side is kind of where the plates need to come. Or stop, I suppose I should say. So that it doesn't cut the ear off. And then that other one actually has to go up to his paw. And there we are. So I'll go at cranking that through. Oh, it's slippery. I need one more hand. Hang on, I'll go back and start again. Sorry guys. I sort of knew that it wouldn't be all smooth sailing. Let's see if I can do it this time. Alright, off we go. And the paper underneath is making the big shot slide along. Let's see. Now the plates move back a bit far. Here we go. Phew. Oh, I think that's far enough. I'm getting nervous. Probably shouldn't try and do tricks on live Facebook. Okay, there's a slight issue, only a little one. And I think that I will just go with it. So it cut a little bit into his ear. See, but not too much. Down here, would have gone a little bit further. Alright, so now I just need to go around the outline like so. I'm not as fast as some of those girls who've been doing this for a long time. I'm hoping that I improve. I always think I'm quite fast until I start doing it here. Of course, anxiety makes it worse, doesn't it? Okay. Move the big shot. Oh, where did my mat go? Maybe I'm not going to worry about that anymore. So, I need to colour this image, and I'll show you now the cheat one I did. So, sorry guys. I'll bring in my blends, and maybe I'll be doing a little rough colouring. Actually, Bunny doesn't really need a lot. I think this one has too much on him. And it's quite forgiving because it's fur. I think that you can sort of do these little wiggly lines to colour the image. I can't see comments today. I haven't mastered that bit either. That's why I'm not sure whether I actually am, going live. Be very disappointing to find out if I haven't. I think the nose needs to be pink. Maybe just go back in with the colour lifter to soften off those edges a little bit. A little bit more blending down here. Okay, now I didn't glue that one in for some reason, I forgot. Now when you put this on, you need to make sure that you don't put too much glue. Oh, I've still got a bit of washi off the die. Now it's on me. Alright, so that's my little baby card. I hope you enjoyed that. And I do hope to see you again. Bye from Rachel.